Hey, so welcome to the first edition of Mindset Monday on YouTube. I've been doing it in a classroom for a while. I think it's time to step up my game, take it to the next level, and start doing some videos for you guys. I'm going to share 3 tips with you today on how to end school on a high note.
We gon' end on a high note.
Now, I know near the end of the year, you start to get really tired. You might start losing focus. You're not really paying attention as much.
Huh? What? Yeah. I'm good. What's up?
You get all crazy and excited because we have so many things going on. Summer's right around the corner, so you start getting all crazy. You're hopping around, jumping around.
We live, baby. We live.
Now trust me, I know how you're feeling when there's about a month left of school left. I've been there plenty of times.
There's nothing more important to me than my vacation.
We just want to hit the beach. We're ready to go. For me personally, I'm just ready to work. This is my time where I can really take my vlog to the next level. I can start getting creative, start thinking of new ideas for next year. So I'm about to grind all summer long. I'm not taking any days off. But you guys are still young. You should have some fun. But before school ends and before summer starts, 3 things that we should all do to make sure that we end school on a high note. Tip number 1, stay focused. Now I know it may be really hard when you got about a month left to school left. You don't really want to study anymore. You don't want to do your homework. You don't want to pay attention in class. You start to get lazy a little bit. But think about it like this. When you're running a race, when you're near the finish line, you're not just jogging past it. You're going to go full sprint and finish on a good note. You want to give everything you got to cross that finish line. So think about the same thing when you're finishing school. You're about to go on like a 2-month vacation where you're hanging out with friends, you're doing things that you want to do, you're going to the beach, you're doing all this fun stuff. So just end school on a high note, and that's the hardest thing to do, but just really grind it out and make sure that you're doing all your work, you're putting your full effort in because it'll pay off in the long run. Now, some of you may have already been working really hard all year long, and I know many of my students have, and you've been really putting in the effort, you've been studying, you've been working, you've been going the extra mile, and I see that, I recognize that, but just make sure that you keep going strong and you finish. So if you are doing that, just keep it up. Tip number 2. My second tip ties into my first tip, which is study. You need to study at least 10 minutes a day, 10 to 20, anywhere between there. That's better than none. And if you continue to do that, that will set a really good habit for the future. If you're killing it, if you're doing really well in school, then you know, just keep doing you. But if you've been inconsistent, or maybe you haven't been studying enough, now would be a really good time if you have been inconsistent with your studies, or you really haven't been studying at all when you go home. Now would be a good time to practice that and just start getting in a habit just to see what it feels like. I would say right now, focus on your best subject and continue to strengthen that. So if you were to go home, then just study 10 to 20 minutes every day on that one subject and see how that will have an impact. And then from there, you can start incorporating other classes. Now I can tell you from experience, I was not the best student when it came to studying, but when I did work on that, because my education was up and down. Like, there were times I was getting all A's and times I was getting like C's and D's, and then I was getting A's and B's again. It was always up and down, right? Depending on what year it was, how old or young I was. I was very inconsistent. Math was the one subject where middle school, high school, and in college even, that I really put the most effort in. And look what happened, I became a math teacher. It's kind of weird. That was like the one subject that I really put in a lot of the effort because it was something that I enjoyed. It was something that I was good at. So I worked on that strength. And look what happened. I became a math teacher. It's kind of weird. Never really expected that. Could have been owning a coconut business. Yeah, you hear that? I could have had a coconut business. Follow your dreams. Live your dreams, people. Anyway, back to what we're talking about. If you focus on the subjects that you're really good at, that will only give you more confidence and you'll feel better about your education in general. You'll be like, oh, you know what? I actually do like coming to school. I really like this class. This class is fun. I'm really good at it. And then it'll help you in your other classes as well that maybe you don't like as much. My battery dying already? Oh! Been here for like 10 minutes and my battery's dying. I'm gonna make this quick. Alright, tip number 3. Now, my third tip is behavior. I'm not gonna talk about it a lot because you guys are amazing. You're amazing kids, you're amazing people, you're amazing students. But I do just want to say that when there's a month left of school, we tend to get a little bit silly, and making sure that that doesn't affect our learning, because even though you may think, oh, school's almost over, why do I need to take this quiz? Why do I need to study for that test? Why do I need to do my homework? If you think about it, we're here in school to learn, and on top of that, whatever it is that you want to accomplish in your life, whatever it is that you want to be, whatever kind of life you want to live, you should always be curious about that subject. You should always be wanting to learn more about whatever endeavor that you're pursuing. So if you kind of get away from that mindset, even during the last month of school, you're kind of breaking a habit that you've been building all year. So I would just say that making sure your behavior doesn't affect your ability to do well in school. Alright, that's all I got, really. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is the first edition of Mindset Monday. I got plenty more to come. This is just the beginning of a very long journey that I'm going to continue to do for many years. Yo, I'm going to do this in one take. I'm just going to spit a little freestyle for you guys. Hashtag Mindset Monday. I hope that I make it one day. You know I can do this in one take. I don't got to edit it. I don't feel like I'm audited. That didn't rhyme, but it's okay because I got the limelight in my eyes. I'm always looking up to the sky. I feel like a fox. I'm trapped in a box, but I'm super sly, so I can get out of it. That was a metaphor for saying that nowadays people always put you in a box and you can't do what you want. They always tell you what you want to hear. No, they don't. How about I teach you something that was never taught? Mindset Monday. That's why I'm doing these episodes. I know that I go with the flow. You can take your own road. Oh no, people nowadays always want to blow, but they're not working hard for the money or for the whatever. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. I'm just going to keep rapping in front of the camera, getting closer and closer. You would think that I'm zooming in, but I'm not. I'm just getting closer. A holder, the bloater, the floater. That's weak. Alright, we'll get better. See, I'm not even going to edit it. That was so bad, I'm just going to leave it up. Whatever. Peace. Mikey B.